International Geographic Research and Production present An island on the equator. An uma is what the Mentawaians call their home. It can reach up to 40 meters in length. This particular dwelling is built on piles. One can enter it by walking up a log with cut-out notches, which serves as a staircase. The roof is triangular in shape. It is made of dried palm or banana leaves. Bundles of leaves are fitted very tightly together in such a manner that during the rain season, water does not penetrate the dwelling, but flows down the sides of the house. The pieces of roof that break are repaired with new material that has been provided in advance. The frame of the house is made of poles of different sizes that are tied together with vines. There remain only a handful of craftsmen on Subtitles Island who have the right to file the teeth of their fellow tribesmen. Today, this age-old tradition is quite rare and is slowly disappearing with each passing year. A single woman who thinks that this procedure will make her more attractive has the right to decide for herself whether she wants to go through this painful ritual. If she is married, the decision is up to her husband. The young shaman named Amankola begins this ritual by chopping off the edges of the front teeth of the native. Then, with a special sickle-shaped knife, he saws them so that the front teeth become cone-shaped. He makes the lower teeth round, leaving the molars untouched. Most of us are well aware of the unpleasant sensations we experience from any procedure related to dental treatment. The Mentawaians, on the contrary, believe that this ritual is not painful at all. It is done without the use of any anesthetic, and any woman can handle it. This tradition probably has its roots in ancient initiation rituals related to a girl's transition to womanhood. Thus, it would not be correct to think of this ritual as belonging to the concept of beauty of the Mentawai people. The main food source on Subtitles Island is the sago palm. It is not cultivated, but people carefully watch it grow in its natural surroundings. The palm will be harvested when it reaches 20 years old and is ready to bloom. After the palm is cut down, its trunk is cleared of branches and leaves. The trunk is then chopped into several pieces, each one about 1 meter in length. It is a very hard job to cut down trees in a rainforest. It demands a lot of energy and effort. The elder of the clan, Tio Rocha, takes a break. He still has the trip back home through the jungle with 25 kilograms of cargo to think about. He always has in his mind the most common saying of Subtitles Island, moile, moile, which means don't be in a hurry. While taking a break, he communicates with the palm's spirit in his thoughts. The Mentawaians believe that everything has a soul and it is necessary to ask permission for the use of anything, even if the object is inanimate, like a tree or a stone. Tio Rocha has chopped a part of the trunk into smaller pieces and now starts putting them in his basket until it is filled to the top. He then places the basket on his shoulders and starts his long journey back home. Tomorrow, he will return to this place together with helpers. The next day, Tio Rocha returns to the same place with his young relative. They clear the palm from bark and begin to rub it briskly with a special grater made of a piece of wood with metal spikes. It is only possible to grind the sago with a grater to a certain point. That is why the rest of the palm's pith is beaten out with a special tool that consists of a handle and a beater tied together at a certain angle. In Mentawaian, it is called kukurilyo. During the next stage, the sago pulp is chopped for several hours with long machetes so that it becomes as fine as possible. Seeing that the elder had tired of this monotonous job, I had offered to replace him. While I was watching, and until I started chopping myself, the whole process did not appear to be difficult. However, in 5 minutes, I realized what a tough job it was to raise and lower the machete, which weighs 2 kilograms, in a certain rhythmical pattern, in order to make the sago pulp into something resembling flour. Tio Rocha has discovered that one of the basket's handles had broken and has started making a new one from the bark of the baiko tree. From the inside, the bark is rather sticky, so before tying a knot, he has to clean it with a handful of leaves. The sago that had been prepared in such a special manner is placed in special wooden baskets. Such baskets, filled to the top, can weigh more than 25 kilograms. Before he leaves, the elder thoroughly cleans up the leftovers of the sago flour so as not to lose even 1 gram of this valuable and fundamental food source of the Mentawaian people. Only after the flour has been picked up completely does Tiarachas start on the next stage of the sago production process. A special device reminiscent of a trough has already been prepared down by the river. The grated pith of the sago palm is placed in the trough, which has a net instead of a bottom. A man standing inside the trough pours water into it and energetically tramples the sago with his feet. The sago, along with water, flows down a special chute into the boat prepared especially for this purpose. This process goes on until the water and sago mixture fills up the boat, where it will be left for 24 hours. The sago settles on the bottom of the boat. It is washed thoroughly several more times and dried afterwards. The women sift the dry sago flour through a sieve and mix it with grated coconut. This mixture is then wrapped in a special way in banana leaves and dried over a small fire. Sago flat cakes with grated coconut are the principal food source of the Mentawai people. They eat sago every day. The rest is just a supplement.